Hey everybody, we are back. Almost there, I promise. Alright. Okay, I remember. So... let's use the King Wraithwall. What is this? And who are you? Oh, the Sword of Kings, that's right. Should probably get ourselves set up. Let's do that. Okay, there's that. Share the street. Alright. I think we're ready to rock now. I love these butter cookies. Cannot get enough of these. Of their own accord, will the doors part for one with the blessing of the grand Kiltius, graceful and merciful Father, watch over you. For the Sword of Kings, gift of King Wraithwall, rests within. It is said to be that the only one worthy of the title Dynast King might take up the sword. There it is. I hope that's not the sword, because that's way too big to carry. I'm out. And now it's just a... and now it's just a tin for sewing stuff. Okay. New area to look around. And get some experience. Maybe find... cool. The words seem to be certain. The words seems to have been left by King Wraithwall. Treaty Seeker, relic held, this pedestal embrace. The pedestal appears unchanged. No. Okay, I'll wait to figure that out. No Larsa to come be with us. Did like having Larsa. Yeah, I'm not worried about license points yet. Nethicite Bearer, Embracer of Dawn's Light, I summon you. Doors locked from within. Okay. Oh gosh, excuse me. I'm sure that this one's going to say the same thing. The words seem to have been left by King Wraithwall. In a time of strife, the treaty seeker these doors to unbar. So I wonder if having the Dawn Shard is what gets this ball started. No, that ain't it. Read the inscription. Okay. Nethicite Bearer, Embracer of Dawn's Light. That works. That also works. Treaty Seeker, relic held, this pedestal embrace. Oops, I keep pressing start when I really want to press. Ah. Yeah. fun. Here, what are you doing? Yeah, I was gonna say, what are you doing? Come on, come on, come on. Good job, everybody. Obviously, we'll actually want a battle harness. Oh, hello. Come on, I get it. There we go. Saw that coming. Yes. Yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Nightmare. Where'd he go? It's not even a nightmare, it's Darkmare. Guardians 3, I trust that the worthy may pass, all others be shunned. Yeah, in other words, I have a feeling this is going to send me all the way back to the beginning. There's one of these at the beginning. And we're back at the beginning. Do I put the Dawn Shard back on? Oh, was there another path? I think there was another path. Maybe they opened. Maybe those ways were opened. Maybe we'll get lucky. Alright, let's test this theory. The other side had a written note on it. Well done. I could go that way. This has been rather a treasureless dungeon. Lots of things to fight, which are, you know, great. Oh, wow. Wow, I don't even know how to begin to figure out what just happened. All I know is that battle was crazy. Ruby ring. Casts reflect. Ooh. We're just gonna go ahead and hang on to that one. What's this blue thing? What are you doing? Okay, let's try one more time. That's what it was. The words seem to have been left by King Wraithwall. Guardians 3, ye face ye the blade, with relic bearer join. Your fealty swear to me. So I need to do nothing. And yet again, equip this horrible thing. This is probably the right way. As much as I like Ash, I need a healer. Alright, cool. Fight a lot. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. You know what? Just because I want to be thorough. And I still need license points. That's like a good way to get license points and some experience. skill. Okay. Ashura. Let's take a look at licenses real quick, just to... I'm just sick of looking at these. Oh, got 35. Maybe there's a 35 somewhere around. Let's check the other board. Got a 40. Ooh, got 30. Alright, Balthier. Gotta have a 35 sitting around somewhere. Yeah, I'll take these two out. Perfect. Actually, it's not perfect, but... Again, I'm knocked out. I doubt she has a 15 anywhere. Yeah, she's just got to hold on to her. We have one. Anything in the 15 range? Does not look like it. Okay. Ash. Gildas. Just gonna take care of stuff. And then Pinello. Just got a 20. Do we have any let it hang that low? No, she's pretty much... Alright, some folks are just going to be... I bet she can. No? Who's my two-handed weapon person? It's gotta be her, right? Not Pinello, but Ash, yeah. Okay, so is that not the big knife person? Maybe Bosch them? I wonder who gets it then. These are spears. Oh. Pinello does. We'll have to remember that. I hope I remember that. Yeah, let's avoid that. Take a nice big wide truck turn. I mean, who doesn't want a strip of festering flesh? Alright, looks like we got... Alright, let's go this way. Of course, there's gonna be more. I expect this... Wow, I was expecting more. Nicely done. Man, I could just stay here forever. Ugh. The Loxley bow. Can she use it? Oh, she already has one. Well, there's that. I don't like these things whatsoever. Gosh, I need to equip this. I hate this thing. Guardian 3, face ye the blade with the relic bearer. Join your fealties toward me. How do you know? Just gonna do it one more time just to see. Yeah, I think I had it the right way. Yeah. Business. Yeah, okay. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Feel a little bit better with that. Lovely. Is this a, Harley? That's 5 so far.
How about some of this? Got a surprise for you.
Alright, going to 7.
Got a surprise for you.
Great.
Got a surprise for you.
Wow, I don't think I've ever done anything more than like 7. Let's see how this does. Wow. Yeah, that'll do it. Sage's ring. MP costs in half. Silence. Ooh. Both are important. Both are important. Map. Hooray, haven't I already gotten pretty much everything uncovered? Oh yeah, I'm gonna go back to that spot. Okay. Which means I got. There's no reason for us to go to either one of those sides. Oh, that's the blade. Yeah. All right, good. No, no fighting. Everybody else seems fine. No, I'm about to fight some stuff. An ice shield, really? Interesting. Alright. Let's do this. Should be a cutscene. should have saved my mist. God. Die. I wish the whole thing would.
You're mine.
I was just being boss right now.
How about some of this? How about some of this?
Ah, bummer. something that'll get rid of sap. Nice. Nicely done. Bubble note. Take an elixir. Anything else to grab? Pretty sure this is the way we need to go. Excuse me. Yeah, I'd say we're here. Ruh-roh. Yeah, can we be careful with that, please?
You should try it on the Dawn Shard. See if it can destroy Nethicide or not.
What?
He just may be onto something. The Dawn Shard's no use to us, after all.
The stone bleeds mist.
It has been roused. It fears the sword.
Yeah. Nope.
The stone is quiet.
This is the sword, the Nethicite destroyer.
Should it find its mark?
Vaughn! Tell me, did you see him again?
I didn't. Not a thing. Not even my brother. Not anything.
Can anybody equip the Sword of Kings? Pretty big, impressive jump. She's in my party. Alright, let's see what awaits us on the other side here. Feeling about this. Look over licenses real quick. Oh. $30. That's it. I got 45. I got a spill here. Maybe there's something on this word. That's what E6 would take care of that. Okay. Good old Fran. What do we got here? Bosh. I see. Let's see here. Yep. Hey, what's happening, man? How are you? How was your day today? Oh, thank you for raiding in. Not bad. Making some progress. Slow progress, but we're making progress. We just picked up the Sword of the Kings. I don't know if you've played this one before, or played Final Fantasy XII before, but just picked up the Sword of the Kings, and now are just really kind of trying to.
Yeah.
I think we're going back to Mount Bur-Omises. I think we're gonna find out. Hold on. So I guess we gotta figure it out. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I should keep that in mind. I think that's what we're doing. It's been so I played this game, and not this version. I guess there's like 2 or 3 versions of Final Fantasy XII. I've never played this version of it, and I don't know that the story varies too much from the other ones, except for it's a little, I guess, a little easier to get some of the more powerful stuff in the espers. But if memory serves me right, oh jeez, Crow. I forgot where I was going with this. Yeah, I don't recall any of this. to put it frankly. You know, I say the same thing over and over again. I gotta find ways to improve my rigging and my streaming to where I can play on emulators and do all sorts of stuff. Because right now I stream off my PS5, so I only play what's available. I think that is the Alexander.
There. Smoke. What could
Yeah.
it mean?
Means Mount Bur-Omises is on fire. That's what that means. Okay, let's save real quick. Just did a lot of stuff, so need to make sure we don't lose progress. I actually got really stuck on this game for probably 2 or 3 streams where I just had to. This game is really grindy when it comes to like Final Fantasy games. I was actually super surprised as to how much grinding there was. I don't remember it being so grindy. Except for 11 and 13? I thought I saw 13 available on the PS5. I know I've seen 14 too. I don't know if after playing World of Warcraft, I just don't know if I could play another MMO. I know it's Final Fantasy based, and it's got all the Final Fantasy creatures and characters and all that good stuff, but I already have a sledgehammer. Nice. I will say this about this Final Fantasy, and that is, I love the combat system. Out of all the combat systems in Final Fantasy, I really do believe that this is probably one of the better ones. Alright, where are we going? Did I just go on the wrong side of the ice here? Here we go. Yeah, I got caught up at a boss for probably the better part of, I don't know, 2 or 3 streams, and it did not go well for me. it can be tough, but once you figure it out, it's plug and play. You really, darn it! I was hoping not to step on that. And I know a lot of people like to be really, really involved in their character decisions, like during battle and stuff like this, but only having to worry about the one, for me, only having to worry about the one character, and then have everybody follow a set pattern, it just makes it so much more palatable to me. I know everybody, like I said, everybody's different, everybody's gaming. We don't need to save it. We're okay. I probably could have touched the save stone just to get the hit points, but I think the big thing that I think I did a lot of grinding for was license points. Oh my gosh, license points. So the gambit system, I love the gambit system, but license points, not being able to just buy and equip whatever you want is really tough. If I had a gripe about this game. That's one thing about other Final Fantasy games. Once you pick something up, or if you find a new piece of gear, like I found in the last dungeon I was in, I found 2 pieces of gear that I had to get the license points to be able to use. And I guess there is some honesty to that too. I mean, if you're not fighting enough to warrant being strong enough to use the gear, I suppose. I mean, that's wrong button. I suppose that's one way to look at it. But I don't know. I'm an instant gratification kind of guy. The other thing too, I would love to see them make me use some of the other characters more often. Like I feel like I have invested very heavily in 2 or 3 characters, and the rest of them are just kind of happy to be there. Don't need any of this stuff. This is all just fodder. Don't get me wrong, I'll take it. Just money in the bank. Yay, bizarre credits. What do we got? Magic shards. Ooh. Nice. I'm pretty sure he can do that now. Oh, very nice. Nice. Alright, got some good gear. I try really hard to. But it's kind of tough. Get rid of that. Got an extra one of those. You know, and I kind of Final Fantasy VII too. You know, at the very end when you need everybody involved, once you realize you had to do that, yeah, you spend the time. I haven't had that experience with Final Fantasy XII. There hasn't been a moment yet. I did level up some of the other folks to Nobody can use this stuff yet. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and put that on him. I don't know that she can wear that. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Can she have a shield? If she can have a shield, then we should be absolutely buying it. God, do I want to spend that money, though? What was I going to say? Yeah, decisions. All right, I like it. Oh, nope, I guess I was wrong. Darn it. Oh, same thing with him too, huh? Dang it. Well, it's a waste of money. Oh well. Two-handed swords. What was I just saying? What were we talking about? Oh, the system as far as like leveling up. Yeah, I haven't come across any situations where I had to use everybody in the party. But I did start trying to level balance everybody out, like when I was grinding, because it just made more sense. You know, you still get the same amount of license points, so it doesn't really hurt anything else. Something is definitely on fire here. What is going on? Quickly, you must leave the temple. They are still here. Okay, they are still here. No, we really can't just leave. They would profane the holy mountain of the Kiltius. So, has Arcadia no fear of the gods? Ooh, lots of dead people. I want to talk to you. You must not go near the temple. The judge, he is still there. His grace, Anastasis attempts to reason with him. Judge cut down all Kiltius who tried to stop him and profane the temple. I pray his grace is unharmed. That man, a monster. So many people felled with a single blow. Wow. So Final Fantasy, the first 3 Final Fantasies are insanely hard. Is Final Fantasy 3, is that the one with Cain and Cecil? Or is that Final Fantasy 4? What did you do?
Ah, our vagrant princess. Swift has your lust for revenge led you to the Sword of Kings.
Oh, I see, okay.
You will surrender it to me. Too late, and to their sorrow do those who misplace their trust in gods learn their fate.
There it is again.
Whoa.
Fran, I don't like the look of that.
This mist. He holds a stone. It controls him as it did Mjern.
No, the power of manufactured nethicite is the power of man. A weapon forged by his wisdom who would challenge the gods themselves. A fitting blade for a true dynast king. Wraithwall did but pretend the title, a cur begging nethicite scraps from his master's table. Hark! Evilise hails her true dynast king, Vayne Solidor. He shall defy the will of the gods and see the reins of history back in the hands of man.
How dramatic.
His time is nigh! The new Evilise holds no place for the name Dalmasca. The stain of Wraithwall's blood shall be washed clean from history's weave.
Oh, they are? That's good. Time for a missed attack. And this is what
Got a surprise for you.
this is what grinding gets us. Hopefully. Quick boss battles. You know, when it first came out, it was that there was no guide. You can look up anything now and see exactly where to go, exactly who to see, maps, all sorts of stuff. I remember playing the first Final Fantasy on the NES back in the 80s and having to like grab graph paper and having to draw out certain things that you couldn't see. You couldn't, my brother and I, same thing with a bunch of NES games. That's what made the old school NES games so difficult was your booklet, the game booklet would only give you like scraps. I think the best one that I saw was probably the original Legend of Zelda. At least gave you like half the overland map and maybe a couple of dungeons. See, it kind of had a little bit of a hint, but man, I'll tell you, those NES, especially the RPGs, they were ruthless in what they would give you, unless you had like Nintendo Power and like or had the hotline on speed dial, which I accidentally did when I was a kid. Come on, nothing. Darn it. Boy, we're heavy on torrent lately. Let's see how well this does. Even the first Dragon Quest, I don't know if you've ever played that one, but that one was kind of tough to find Erdrick's armor. To find his little talisman, to find it all. I mean, you had to explore, and you had to just be lucky enough to stumble across it in some cases.
He set his very bones about with manufactured nethicite. The Grand Kiltius?
Wait, what about Larsa?
Gone. Spirited away by Juchka Brandt.
You okay?
So he was here.
But I love, that was a great era of gaming.
He went alone to avoid trouble, you see. But Judge Bergen had other ideas.
I think once you got to the internet, to really heavy internet age.
Please, Princess, you must permit me to take you back with me to Rosaria.
So
back
that you can
before the
protect
internet
me?
was really
I would
prominent
lay down
with
my
hints and
life at a
tips. I
single
remember.
word to be sure, but I harbor no mongering
I
delusions
was
about
trying to think of
grandeur.
what game it was.
Vayne
I
has
had
our
this
war
old,
pavilion jumping at shadows. They favor a preemptive
old
strike,
printer that
but
was
you will convince them otherwise.
I can remember the sound it
You will
made, but I can't remember the
see
style.
that they do
It
not
was like
start
it
this
was an
war.
Epson printer, and it made this almost
This I cannot do. Forgive me, but my errand here is not
I
yet
printed
done.
off an entire walkthrough of
I must wield the Sword of Kings,
game was
and
it?
with it bring an end to the Dusk Shard.
Legacy of the Wizard. On the NES, it had
This stone, do you even know
almost
what
like
it is?
DOS-based
I can venture a guess.
map
The
that
Dracula
you
Laboratory
could print out,
in
and it just kind
Arcades.
of had arrows
The
which way
Empire's
you were supposed
weapons
to go.
research begins and ends there. How soon do we leave?
At once. As for matters in Rosaria, I bid you luck.
So you would leave each to fend for his own. Let us hope that you are not disappointed. Ah, that's right. Larsa left a message. The differences between our two lands will fade before the shared dream of men.
No, always gotta end a cool spot.
My leave, I take.
Always gotta be the coolest man on the playground. Yes. Well, you know, honestly, there's
How do you propose we reach Arcades?
there's a gold box series. TSR made it back in the 80s.
Arcadia's borders will be
I had
well
it for the
guarded
Apple
fear of
IIe.
Rosarian invasion.
There
We
was a
dare
set
not
called
approach by
Pool
air.
of Radiance.
And
It's
then
set
maybe we'll see
in,
that
and
the
I don't know
coast
how
is
big
watched
you
as
are
well.
in D&D, but it's set in
We go
Forgotten
afoot.
Realms,
We'll
like
cross
Baldur's
into
Gate,
Arcadia in the south.
Waterdeep, all that area. It's set in a tiny little town out in the east
We can reach the wood any number of ways.
Faerun.
But the easiest is to
And
head north from Nalbina.
you either had, it was like a corridor view, and you had kind
There's
of
a
all the
hunter's
stats.
camp
This is like
just beyond the Silk
first
Road.
edition
The
D&D.
camp sits within Arcadia's
But
borders, so
I
Imperial
grew up,
patrols
that's
there
how I
should be
grew up
sparse.
loving D&D, was playing
Getting
those
that far
games
should be half
because,
the fun.
you know,
Let's be sure
I'm
we
in
go
New England,
prepared.
and for 6-7 months of the year, it's snow. So unless you were playing hockey, like I did that too, you were inside because your parents were too afraid of you getting the Stone of the Condemner. What is that? I played a lot of hockey. Piece of magicite said to open a way to a forbidden place. Inscription carved in the stone's back reads, "He with power trust it not." Interesting. That's as far as we're going. Alright. See if this guy has anything to say. Should the Arcadians come again, what will become of us? We have no strength to resist attack. Faram. I'm wondering if anybody else gives me anything. But I love those gold box games. Actually, a lot of the big quest games from Sierra as well, like the Gold Rush or King's Quest, the point and click kind of games. It's so funny, like I'll go out and when I was a kid I'd go out and I'd play sports, but I can't, I won't say I can't stand, you can find all those gold box games right now on Steam. I have 2 of them right now that I'm in the middle of just playing on my own. One is, of course, Pool of Radiance, but one of the Dragonlance games, gold box games. This is back in the early 80s. It was just I can remember when you turn on the Apple IIe, you've got that sound. Where are we going? Nalbina? Need to head north of Nalbina. Okay, so north of Nalbina. We're going to Arcades, huh? I see. Okay, going to Easter Sand. Totally worth a playthrough. I mean, it's kind of a drag, not drag. It's kind of a grind too, and it's all, you know, from a D&D kind of perspective. It's railroad adventuring at its finest, because there's not, you know, you're not gonna you can find guides on it, and you're gonna get the exact same thing every single time. You might have a random encounter when you go to like the overland map, but when it comes down to it, any major dungeon, you're going to see the exact same thing over and over again. So, I mean, it's hard to play that with any kind of what's the word I want to use? Any expectation of any kind of randomness or unique playing it, like the replay value is sadly kind of really low, because you kind of know what you're gonna get. Am I going the right way? No, I am lost. I need to go this way. Yeah, I'll get these guys too. License points. License points, license points. Where are we with license points? We're in the 60s. And, okay, middle section. That's my only gripe with those games. Like, once you played them the first time, I mean, if you stepped away and played them again in like 2 or 3 years, you might forget most of it, but you can expect pretty much the same playthrough every time. There's like almost an order to it. But that's also part of the reason why, you could but now you're the perfect age. I think for me, playing them, it's the nostalgia of it. Now, like I saw it, I didn't really expect that I was going to find those games on Steam. I just kind of stumbled upon that they were there. And I was like, oh, perfect, yes, let's get these. And of course my wife's like, yeah, I'm not going to see you for months. Yeah, me too. I was, like I said, I was really surprised. I kind of thought they were lost to the ages, so to speak. But do we have anything for sleep? Oh my gosh! Excuse me. Trying to. But even so, I've been looking at Steam at like some of the things that they have to offer, like the old school stuff, and I'm very surprised as to how expansive their library is. I really didn't put much faith in Steam when it first came out, and I've just recently been looking at their library, and I've been impressed. There are a few games that once I invest a little bit into my computer system, like my computer can only handle so much, but once I invest a little bit more, maybe I'll be able to not only play but stream some of these games that I really used to love playing when I was a kid. Yeah, this was the boss that I got stuck at. This guy. Yeah, those will not take up very much of your space on your computer, and it doesn't really take too much of your RAM to run, which I'm very thankful for. And some of them actually come with built-in guides. I know not the Pool of Radiance, but the other one, the Dragonlance ones, have like almost, you'll have all the books, you'll have all they even have the, so back in those TSR days, the gold box days, they had anti-piracy stuff, so you had like this little decoder ring wheel. It was about this big, and they would give you you have, you know, like 2 or 3 things. If you had this line and this symbol and this thing, what word is it? And you'd have to type it in to unlock the game, because there was so much piracy. That was there. That was anti-piracy back in the day, back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Please be an ether. I like ether. They're expensive.
Yeah.
Really? I'm trying to think of what. I remember the gold box games having it. I remember a couple of the Sierra games having it. Like the Leisure Suit Larry games, all had it. But I think that was more of a keeping young kids out of that game, because that, you know, obviously suggestion and whatnot. Oop. Oh, Doom. Good old Doom. The original DOS Doom. I think one of my favorite DOS games, well, I like Doom too, don't get me wrong. And Bethesda has done a heck of a job remaking it. The new Doom is amazing. But there was like a bunch of point-and-click adventures that were kind of goofy, kind of like Monkey Island, called Space Quest, that were just fun. Just as a kid, it was goofy, kind of slapsticky, point-and-click adventure kind of stuff. No, I think we can survive through this area. We don't need, there was Space Quest, with the lead character's name was Roger Wilco, which I don't know why, but I thought that was like the most hilarious thing in the world. Like, I could not get that out of my head. But my parents were like really... My dad was into gaming, but he's more into the board gaming. He wasn't really huge into computer gaming. So I played a lot of board games. And I'm still really big on tabletop. Like, my dad was like really into like old war games. Like, him and his buddies would play games that like had hexagons and like you move like entire, like based on like real historical battles, and that would take days to play. I couldn't get into that kind of gaming. I just like, even now, like D&D, like I DM, and for me that's about as big into tabletops as I have been lately. But my kids and I used to try and do what my parents did to me, and kind of push what I like onto them and see what they take. They're both into gaming as well, but not quite at Like I don't think either one of them would play Final Fantasy. They're both, like my oldest is really, really into story games, and my youngest, I don't know, my youngest will try anything, I think, at least once. It's good that they have their own tastes. I definitely want them to have to do what they like. Gotcha. I won't ask you when you were born. I mean, for me, D&D was still rather new. Oh yeah, tabletop D&D. I came in when I think Advanced D&D, first edition Advanced D&D came out a couple years before, or years after I was born. And gotcha. I was born in 79, so, well, that's my username would dictate, or, you know, hint to. So, yeah, I know it. I'm going to be 45 at the end of this year, and I am reminded of it daily. No, you're good. It's not depressing. It's not depressing. We just gotta get through it. I actually had lunch today with a Marine. I was in the Marine Corps when I was a lot younger, a younger man with a lot more energy. And I was having lunch with a Marine buddy of mine this afternoon, and we went to high school together, went to boot camp together, and we were just thinking about all the people that kind of pushed us to make that decision. You know, it's a funny thing about boot camp, and that's something that my kids have actually said too, about being scared to go to boot camp. Here's what I will tell you about boot camp. Even Marine Corps boot camp, which has been known to be notoriously difficult, both, from a physical and emotional standpoint. The thing about boot camp is you have to go in with the realization that everything is done with a purpose. Everything has a purpose. They're not just being mean to you to be mean. They want you to. That is true. You will know. By the end of your training, you will know exactly how to make a bed perfectly. To the point where you could use a protractor to measure the angles of the folds of your sheets. That is not a joke. And they expect you to know how to do that. Even when I got out into the fleet, I was doing that every Thursday. They have they kind of make you clean your room. They call it a field day. But they do it in a way that it sticks in your head. You don't forget, the way you move your hands when you're tucking the sheets in, to where you get those perfect angles without having to really measure it. But like I was saying though, with boot camp, they're going to scream at you, they're going to yell at you. It doesn't matter what branch you go into. But everything is done with an efficiency and a purpose. They want you to be not just efficient, but they want you to be... Yes. Yeah, I was in the United States Marine Corps from 1998 to 2002. Actually, today is, like I said in my title, today is the Marine Corps birthday. I don't know how many years it's been at this point. 17, however many... They might be, but I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't think they would want to be. I bet you Canadian military forces go through a rigorous regimen of training, and I would be surprised if they didn't. I'll put it that way. Because, you know, it's always going to be a force in readiness. It's always going to be, you want those people to be as prepared as possible for any possible outcome, and leaders to be ready to lead their people in any possible issue. I will say that the military has become less about on the ground and more about in the air. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't want to really talk about politics. I will just say that I join your confusion, but, you know, everybody has, you know, in the United States, the electoral and the voting process, everybody has a right to vote the way they want. And as long as there was no conspiracy to commit fraud, it is the will of the people. Yeah, like I said, I join your confusion, but so my oldest has been interested in the Air Force, which I wouldn't, you know, I'd say that's a good place to be. The Navy, you know, the Marine Corps deals with the Navy on a regular basis. Actually, the Marine Corps is under the Department of the Navy. Where was I going with that? Very different, very different boot camp. Yes, I've got 2 kids. Am I 83? No, I'm definitely not 83. No. No, my oldest is still in school. She's just been... Is that a cactar? Oh, it's not that kind of cactar. She's thinking about the military, though, as an option instead of going to college. So it's something we talk about. Yeah, where are you going, buddy? I'm taking you on. Not afraid of you anymore. Am I supposed to be going this way? I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go this way. Okay. And I would, you know, honestly, when it comes to, and this is the last thing I'll say about the military, the military is not for everybody. It's not for everybody, and you know, there's some really good benefits to going into the military. It's just a matter of doing the right things. There are plenty of jobs that you can do in the military that will translate to outside opportunities. Well, I mean, you don't have to call yourself that. You're not. It's just there's first of all, that is not a easy job. My brother, my younger brother, was a medic in the Army, and was out in the field in Afghanistan, and that is not an easy job. That field is not an easy one to get into, so I commend you. I'm sure you, even even in the hospital, you have stories to tell. And I have a lot of... So there's, in the Marine Corps, we have Navy corpsmen that go around with our units. That way, if we get banged up, we have a medic on hand to take care of us. And they have to be in just as good a shape as we are. No, not intention. Well, not unless I was ordered to. But now, these days, I'm not in the military anymore, so I don't have to worry about that. But anyway, back to Final Fantasy. What were we talking about before we got into this military tangent? We were talking about gold box games and D&D games. How did we get in the military? How did we get into that? Man. I gotta roll a d20 on that one. No, you're fine. You're fine. There's no subject I won't talk about. Clearly, or no subject that's truly. I have not seen the TV series of Stargate. I've seen the original Stargate movie. Did I make a wrong turn somewhere? There should be a ferry. I watched... So, I watched the original... You know, I may have caught... I'm trying to think. I may have caught... Oh, okay, I was going to say... I'm trying to think of which... We have little upper side from the river itself. You're open to travel. I thought there was a way to get across the river here. Ferry's not running. My dad takes the boat across the north bank, but he hasn't come back. What's taken so long? So I know it has a lot to do. The whole Stargate thing has to do with like the precursors and ancient civilizations that they all come from different star systems. And they just happen to run across Earth. Like all the characters are, you know, the terrestrial characters are. Trying to think of how I'd view it. God, I got a lot. Jeez. What do I want to do? Wait. So a group of aliens who are asking each of the team how a device worked. The two scientists would explain these things more thoroughly, but the main... So, who's that? Isn't it like MacGyver, or is this not that version of Stargate? MacGyver, I call him MacGyver. What's his name? Yeah, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. It's just easier to call him MacGyver. I want to say his last name's Anderson or something like that. If I remember right. Richard Dean Anderson. Thank you. I knew it was Anderson, I just couldn't remember. Couldn't put my fingertips on it. God, I don't need any of this stuff. Oh, MacGruber. It was the greatest film in all the world. Actually, that's Beerfest. I shouldn't mix up my movies. Yeah, MacGruber was a really the skits on Saturday Night Live of MacGruber were really good too. Kind of repetitive, but really good. With him and Kristen Wiig, I think it was. Oh yeah, let's get these taken care of. Yeah, like MacGruber was, or MacGruber's MacGyver's son or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I think I remember. It's good when when these actors can really kind of make fun of their own stuff. Like MacGyver was, I don't know if you've ever seen any MacGyver whatsoever, but MacGyver was an absolutely ridiculous show. Like it lived up to the stereotype in a way. Which was, you know, kind of amazing. You're 38? So we're all a bunch of middle-aged men in here. Well, I mean, when I say that, yeah, I'll give anything a try. You're 38, your girlfriend's 42. Oh, right on. As long as you two are happy. How am I supposed to get... Did I miss something? How am I supposed to get over... So, where is the... I don't see it. Wait a minute. North. Need to head north of Nalbina through the Mosphoran high wastes in the Celica wood. So where are those? Hold on, let me figure this out here. There's the Golmore jungle. That's the Feywood. You are telling me a lot of information. That is a lot of information. Was I supposed to go... Did I miss something? There's Mount Burromises. How am I supposed to... I don't want to look this up. I want to figure it out. You're... Oh! I think I found it. I gotta go to the Feywood. I went the wrong way. So now it's time to teleport to the nearest. Was it the Goldmore? What is that? What did you just copy into the chat? Oh, absolutely. What did you just, what is this that you copied into? Into the chat? Oh, okay. Well, when I'm definitely done streaming, I'll take a gander. You're taking a big risk putting your name out there, putting names out there. I know I don't know you. I would ask you to just be careful. The last thing I'd want you to do is to... Didn't I just find it? I have to go to the Feywood, right? Right on, yeah, it's getting late. It's about that time. We'll see you next time, Mr. Ja, and if I'm on later, if you find a second wind, might see you on. If not, I'll see you. I try to catch everybody's stream as soon as I can. So we'll see you soon. Osmo plane. Take care. We'll see you next time. Albina Town. I guess I can go... Alright, let's go to Albina Fortress. I do. So I am a dungeon master for a group of folks. And I actually, for the longest time, I would buy, tabletop? Anybody can play tabletop. You can even do it, there are, and I've just actually discovered this, if you really want a good introduction into tabletop gaming, because I wouldn't just buy any old tabletop game. You obviously you have games that you like to play, and types of games. The way I kind of picked it back up as an adult was there's a bunch of YouTube videos on Geek and Sundry, over 2,000 hours of what? You mean in D&D? You've played over 2,000 hours of D&D? I guess I'm not understanding. God, that's a big hit. Okay, explain. I'm confused. Tabletop sim. That was a huge wolf. Tabletop sim. What is a tabletop sim? And I'm not trying to be funny, I don't know what that is. So there's like a tabletop game simulator, like almost like farming simulator, but just it's a tabletop sim. I've just never heard of that. Is it on Steam or is it like I remember playing RPG Maker for the PlayStation. I remember doing that. I'll have to take a look. Yeah, I've never heard of it. What is this? Where am I? Oh. Nice. I will take a look at that when I am done streaming. Is this something that you created, or is this something that has been out for a while and you just play it? I am so... Why play it? My thought process is, what are you exactly simulating? Do you pick a game that you know and then it just simulates you playing it, or like can you say like something like I want to play Monopoly and it'll just simulate you playing Monopoly? Or is it really just really rando? You know what that reminds me of? I know this is going to sound really weird. It might even age me a little bit. Have you ever seen the movie War Games with Matthew Broderick? Where it's like, tell the game to play itself. I am really confused, and I will have to look at this up and maybe even watch some YouTube play if there is a... So is it kind of like that, kind of like War Games, where you're telling the computer to play itself in a way? Alright, hold on. So it really is just watching. Oh, there's a putting together puzzles too. Create your own mental games, import customized sets, automate games with scripting. Set up RPG dungeons, manipulate the physics, create hinges and joints. Of course, flip the table when you're losing the game. All with an easy-to-use system integrated with Steam Workshop. Excuse me. I see. All right. Yeah. See, I do. So I for the last year, I have been creating my own Dungeons and Dragons world on paper, including maps, including characters with backstories and. Yes, I will buy that. Thank you. And so the game that I play, it's 5th edition, 5th edition. Yeah, if I wanted to test out scenarios, yeah. But I prefer in person. Like I have folks that come over and we do, a 4 or 5 hour session of D&D where they get to make decisions in live time, but that would be a good, depending on how it works, that might be a good tool to, plug something in and say, you mean guinea pig? Is that what that's supposed to be? Canadian. I am in the US, my friend. Where does this go? What is this? Oh, this is the Easter sand. So I can't go any further, huh? Alright, can't go any further. Have you ever played Final Fantasy XII? Have you ever played this game? If you haven't played this game, I highly recommend it. It is probably the easier in the Final Fantasy series. Probably one of the easiest to play. Oh, that's right, you did say that back when it was on the PS2. This is a different version of it, though, which I'm kind of liking. The job systems, the license boards are a little bit different. It goes back to, Final Fantasy. I've been impressed with this version of this game. I played the original like you did, and anybody could do anything, and there wasn't much differentiation between the characters. But with this kind of job system thing, it's kind of nice. Yeah, I need to get a better setup for my computer for me to stream anything on the Steam Deck, essentially. My computer can't handle gaming and streaming at the same time. Working on that, though. Actually, that's something me and Mr. Jaw were kind of talking about when you came in. Parents just left today. They go on a trip, or they were coming to visit you, or are they going back home from visiting you? Oh, nice. That's a good time to go now. Do they live there, or are they, Let's save it real quick. Done a lot of progress here. Are they just staying at the house, or do they live there? Like doing an Airbnb kind of thing, or? Oh, okay. Oh, there you are. Very nice. Let's buy ourselves some spells. Not trying to overspend here. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and equip that. I wonder why. You're the 38-year-old son they worry about? Why do they worry about you? I mean, it's nice to be worried about, but you seem like you... Yeah, I was gonna say, you seem like an alright, happy guy. Yes, we're gonna go ahead and do that. I guess we'll... Yeah. Okay, well, is it something that you want to stop doing? Or are you happy with what you're doing? Well, I mean, depending on your perspective, you know, it definitely doesn't have, and I'm not in any way before I say anything. This is in no way a judgment on anybody who drinks. I'm not a big drinker myself. I used to be. When I was in the military, I was a big drinker. But I kind of put it aside once I started having a family and really deciding that it was time. Yeah, I mean, I'd say if it's something, is it something you want to change? Is it something that you're trying to actively change? Or is it something that you're okay with? And, you know, I'm all about to each their own. I sure as heck wouldn't want anybody telling me what I couldn't do. Okay. You're trying to make a change. It's tough. Change is tough. I hope you get there. Not just for your folks, but for yourself too. I mean, it's important to have a goal. It's important to move past needs and things like that. And if it's something that you actively really want to change, then, you know, I support it. Definitely. Life's not easy, and and these things, you know, I'm not saying that these things are put here to help us get through it, but we cling to things like that. And yeah, I say, as long as you want to change. If you don't want to change, then you're not going to change. But if you want to change and you're actively working towards it, totally support that. I hope nothing but the best for you. A deep bomb. And I'm sure that's right where I'm going to. Well, I'm glad you have a good support system. I hope that you take advantage of it and it works out in your favor. Oh, my dude is mad. What you got? I'm all ears. No? Didn't work, huh? Nice. marriage is an adventure. One that I have myself been on for 17 years now. Do I have to switch? I was gonna say, nothing moving here. He kissed your girlfriend at his wedding? Was it like was it a meaningful kiss, or was it just a... That would make me pretty mad too. Was it, I guess, a little out of context. I don't know all the details. Oh. Was it just like a friendly kiss, like no malice or malintent? Yeah, I mean, I can understand why that would leave a little bit of a sore taste in your mouth. I hope that you've been able to work through it, though. I guess I'm confused then. So let me see if I understand the story straight. 5 years ago, or you went to your brother's wedding in August. This is the same brother that kissed your girlfriend 5 years ago, and your parents said that you would just hope that they hoped that you would just move on somehow. Does that sound about right? I would say it's hard to move on from that, but at the same time, you know, time heals things. Maybe was it a misunderstanding? Was there any kind? And I'm not trying to advocate for your brother either. You know, if he was in the wrong, he was in the wrong. Has there been any attempt to reconcile, to apologize, or you know, kind of move forward? Silica wood. Oh, we're about to do some fighting with some green tomatoes. Oh, pumpkin heads. That's mildly specific. What why specifically that? Or is there a reason? So, let me ask you something. him being drunk and just kissing a girl, do you kind of give him a little bit of a pass on because of the inability to kind of contain himself, or well, how did the girl feel about it? Was she upset about the situation, or was it? Was she in the same kind of boat, kind of thing? So this is tough. So, you know, it's emotions are a tricky thing. Just being overly affectionate. She thought being overly affectionate was a French thing, essentially. Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. Have you been able to, like I was asking before, have you been able to kind of reconcile and hopefully kind of move on with it? God, I'll take an ether. Good. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Family is a... Right. That's true. Good point. And he's happy. Everybody, it was a nice wedding. Good service. Nice reception. Everybody was happy. Was there a lot of people there, or was it a big family, or a big wedding, or ooh, a King Marlboro. $90 people? That's a pretty good size. That's a really good size, his wedding. I think my wife and I, we got married on a beach, and we had about 50 people at our wedding. And that was about all we wanted. It was just like close family, couple friends. We didn't want to break the bank. We were paying for... Yeah, I'm married. That is a big bomb right there. To miss this.
How about some of this?
Hopefully we can survive this. How long did we date before we got married? So we dated for about 3 years before we got married. We were engaged for about a year, a little over a year. But we've been married for 17 years.
Here goes! Ha! Here goes!
Oh, it's good. Marriage is a good thing. I've thoroughly enjoyed being married. Wouldn't change a thing. Your girlfriend wants a ring? So I don't know how it is in Canada, but in the United States there has been a larger reluctance for men to get married. And I don't know, I can, depending on what your goals are in life, you know, I guess that's really what it depends on. What you really want to feel like you want to accomplish. God, this guy needs to stop moving around. I don't know when the last time I saved it was. This could be a real problem. I hear Toronto's really nice. I've never been there myself. Oh, we are about to die. Here we go.
I must believe.
I think once we get this guy down, if we get this guy down, I don't know if I can. Can I run from this guy? I'm gonna try this last thing, and then if it doesn't work, I will probably run. If it'll allow me. Fran is such an underrated, yeah, gonna need it, I think.
Let me show you how it's
Come
done.
on, give me something. Ah. I love these quickenings. They're so cool, very cool to watch. Can we run? Let's see if we can run. Can we run? We can run. Okay. Good call on the running. Alright. I think we're going to save it here. And I think we're going to call it a night. J1122. Okay. Are you on Discord as well? Well, I'm not on Steam right now. I'm playing this on the PS5. But next time I'm on my computer, I'll look you up and I'll add you on there. But either way, I'm going to sign off for now. It's getting late where I am. Steam, no Discord. Okay. Next time I'm on my computer, I will look you up on Steam. But just the same, it was wonderful to meet you. Great to talk to you. Thank you and Mr. Ja for coming on and talking. I always like having a conversation while playing. It's a lot of fun. Makes the game a lot more fun to play because then I get to talk about the game and other things that are going on. But thank you for coming around. Please enjoy the rest of your night. Be safe. And if I'm on, I'll probably be on again tomorrow. Tomorrow I've got the day off, so it's going to be, I don't know. I have no plans. It's going to be kind of nice. I don't know what I'll do with myself. I might do something with the kids. We'll see what happens. But be good. Thank you for coming on one more time, and we'll see you next time. Take care.